Now we're going to talk about our fees and charges and how we recover our costs. Although Murray Irrigation is a private company, constitutionally we are not for profit or not for loss. We charge fees to recover our costs. A lot of our costs are fixed, so even in a year where there is no water, we still have large overhead costs that need to be covered and infrastructure still depreciates. Therefore, we still require staff to maintain our channel systems and operations.
We also charge variable fees. That is, when water comes out of the channel through the outlet, the physical cost of delivering that water is also charged. This cost is tiered, depending on the customer's outlet size. The first 5 megalitres is charged at a Tier 1 rate, Tier 2 at another rate, and Tier 3 at another rate again. This recognises that if you only use a low volume of megalitres, you will be charged more. In other words, the more megalitres you use, the more you are rewarded with a lower fee. We also charge a casual usage fee. A lot of our farmers have a similar number of delivery entitlements as they do water entitlements. This is the way we recover a large portion of our fixed fees by delivery entitlements. We have delivery entitlements because if that farm sells all of their water entitlements, as a company, we're not recovering our fixed costs to maintain our system. If a farmer has no delivery entitlements but uses a lot of water, they can be charged a casual usage rate on top of the variable fee. The trigger to charge this fee occurs when usage exceeds 120% of delivery entitlements. In rough terms, around 80% of our costs that we invoice are fixed and 20% are variable. We conduct a projected long-term water budget, which is around 600,000 megalitres annually.
To recover our costs, we charge 2 types of fees, one being fixed fees and the other variable fees. Fixed fees are charged every year, irrespective of how much water we deliver. We charge admin fees, landholder access fees and outlet fees, which vary depending on the outlet size. We also charge a delivery entitlement fee.
As you now know, our channel system was built around the 1940s. In 1995, the government handed that system back over to the farmers to manage privately. When we inherited the system, yes, we did get some funding from the government to maintain our infrastructure, but we also inherited about $750 million worth of assets or structures that are depreciating and have a use-by date. Someone has to pay to update, upgrade, or replace the structure. Hence, this is why we charge for the service we provide to customers to recover those costs. As an example, of the 22,000 odd structures we hold, we have at least 3,800 outlets with lots of access culverts and access bridges. We also have lots of regulators that hold up the water and lots of stock stops crossing areas for farmers. One significant piece of infrastructure owned by the company is the Lawson Siphon. This is a 2,000 metre long structure that goes under the Edward River to supply the Denny Buddha irrigation area. Just that structure in itself may require over $50 million to replace. When assets are replaced, at times it's not a like-for-like replacement, as new standards, codes and requirements need to apply. One of the reasons we charge all farmers who use a channel a fixed fee is to do with infrastructure maintenance costs. Whether we put 5,000 megalitres through the system a year or 500,000 megalitres through a year, the infrastructure used still needs to be maintained. Fixed fees are reviewed by the board and announced just before the start of the irrigation season.
So we've covered the fact that farmers can buy, sell and also carry over water. Remember though, you can only carry over against your water entitlements. And water entitlements is effectively airspace in the dam. That's where you're physically parking your water. Many people confuse water entitlements with delivery entitlements. There isn't a maximum number of water entitlements one farmer can have. You don't even have to own land to own water entitlements. You could buy water entitlements and park them in what we call a Class A account.